They're going to have a Dan Campbell situation where I think Mike Vrabel is going to flip.
Throw the ball 50 times a game. You know who threw the ball 50 times a game and has more youth in his arm? Sam Howell. Give him a chance.
Quack.
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 Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack. Quack.
Come on, Ducks!
And a fucking hot dog that's been sitting there for 8 or 9 innings waiting for you to finally get to that dog. Nothing.
It looks like a Vads that just gave birth to octuplets and fucking a baseball came sliding out. The Saints to be good, but like.
Yeah, so do all the Saints fans, but
Yeah,
that's
true.
not really how it
I'm here
works.
to be like, I'm here to give my goddamn
If
number.
the Knicks win in 7, it's because the Pistons got hosed on some stupid call. I know it. I already know it.
It's an inflammation around his pelvic region.
Yes.
So is he's done having sex the rest of his life too then.
They got it. I hate to say it, but Andres Gallo's
Kidding me?
The
That's his idea, 100%. That's his idea. Those other two guys are looking at him like, what the fuck?
What is going on, people? We are back. It is another Wednesday evening, which can only mean one thing. It is Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. I'm McDilly, and I'm not here alone. We got Donnie. He's here. We got Lawander. He's here. But he just took a very important phone call as the intro was starting, so you don't see him at the moment. But I watched him get his phone, go, do-do-do-do-do, and then walk up. So he is here as well, I promise. And we do have Snoop Luke, as he is entering right now as we start. Tyler will be here for the second half of the pod, he claims, but we're going to keep it rolling and we'll see what happens. Better week for everybody. I can say that. Statistically, whether it was football, whether it was college, week 1, you might have smacked some people in the ass, but it was a good bounce back week number 2.
I mean, almost everybody. I technically did worse.
you still went over 500.
Technically did worse.
Which and you'll take that every week in sports gambling, and over 500 week. That's profit, Jake.
Start listening to my shit. Start listening to me. I'm right.
But yeah, we'll
So
talk
far.
about some things, but then we'll also
So
talk about the games that you're wrong about.
That's not
Fucking,
fun.
can I take the Bills at minus 7.5 money
Hey,
line?
fuck you. It was 6.5.
We'll get to it. All right, let's cue up the football video, and then we'll get right on into it. God damn it.
Goff on first down, firing downfield for Williams. He's got it! Jamison Williams into the end zone, touchdown!
Genty breaking a tackle with that stiff arm, takes a little stutter step, picks up a first down, cuts it back inside. Ashton Genty trying to turn on the gas. Out of the backfield, Barkley slips 2 tackles and picks up the first.
You can step into it. Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line, and the ball is caught!
All right, week number 2, we got records. Jesse's in first place for 2 weeks in a row in a football pick season. I don't know if that's ever happened before.
Yeah, it has me, Ryder.
Jesse's at 9-8 in first place. I'm at 7-8 second. Luke's at 6-10-1. Oh, I'm 7-8-1. Sorry. Luke's at 6-10-1, and then Tyler's at 8-9.
That's wrong.
What is wrong?
Your order is chopped, my
Oh,
guy.
my order's fucked up. Because I just kept the same order from the first week and did it. That's 100%. Football's right, but college is fucked. 100%. Sorry about that. All right, let's get to the games. Starting off with Wisconsin and Alabama. It was a game of will they or won't they when it comes to covering, unless you were an idiot and picked the under like somebody. God, it was me. Let's talk about it. Alabama. I see you already got shit you want to say, Jesse. Go right ahead.
Wisconsin. That's all you could put up? Come on. Come on. This Bama team's not even like that for real. But I guess Wisco isn't Wisco right now, so it is what it is.
Yeah. My thoughts on this game were it went exactly how I expected it to go in terms of Alabama overpowered them, but they still just don't look like the same Bama team. And that was pretty much kind of how it looked. And Wisconsin wouldn't throw the football. They wouldn't
They
throw
were
the
going
ball.
to body them and be under 44.5? That's crazy.
Well, I just thought it was going to be a 28-3 game. Thought it was going to be boring. I don't was going to give a shit. 28-7. Maybe.
28-3.
People are lucky. But yeah, Not a very exciting game. We're not going to spend much time on this one. We can spend some time on this one, though. Number 12, Clemson taking on Haynes King and Georgia Tech. And if Haynes King could not die and stayed healthy, we all liked Georgia Tech, whether it was the points or the money line. And they came out here. Haynes King did not die. Cade Klubnik once again was overwhelmed with pressure. Did not look like a senior quarterback. Did not look like a Heisman runner. And Georgia Tech stomped him at the end. Got the game-winning field goal, 24-21. And when I say stomped, I mean more metaphorically in terms of Georgia overwhelmed them in terms of, the actual score. But you get what I mean. Georgia Tech came through with the
I mean, at any point when you have a smaller college coming out and taking down a team who everybody probably saw as a possible national champion, or having a Heisman candidate on their team, hats off to Georgia Tech. Fuck Clemson. Like seeing Cinderella stories. Go fucking crazy. Go nuts.
Yeah, take that $50,000 ACC fine for storming the field. Who gives a fuck?
Go get a fucking Chuck E. Cheese application, all right? That shit right there was Pee Wee Ball. That was nothing. I don't even know if your O-line exists. I'm going to keep it a buck. Might be an O-line problem. It might not even be Klubnik's fault, but he doesn't look that well himself when it looks like he does have protection. So, I don't know. I never thought Clemson was something for real. I just felt like everybody thought they were going to win the ACC, so that was like a shoe-in kind of thing. But,
yeah,
you guys are on your Florida State no Travis shit.
Yeah, 100%. Luke, you had Georgia Tech money line as well in this game, correct?
I had the +3.
+3, okay.
Anytime. I'll always take Georgia Tech.
Hell yeah.
The best of the shit.
Huge cover for the pod because I know Tyler had Georgia Tech as well. Let's get to the next game. And oh, would you look at that? He's not even here.
Rocky Top! You'll always be home sweet home to me! Good old Rocky Top! Rocky Top, Kansas City!
Producer guy, next video.
This rivalry. They bring pressure. Stockton together, long throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Humphreys! Drops back, delivers, wide open, and Zach Bridge converts like he's ever faced in his career. Long throw on the money. They're going to try to run for it, and they've got their right edge, and they've got a quick throw, caught, Kitzelman, tight end, knocked out. Drives it. It's fading, and he missed it wide to the right. Prolonging Volunteer misery in this head-to-head.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Rocky
Yeah,
Top.
Georgia still deserves to get knocked down a rank for this game because they only won this because the fucking kicker choked so hard.
Part of the game.
Doesn't matter. Go Dogs!
Look, I wrote Tennessee's +3.5 for the first time ever on this pod. Backed him. You know what? Gave him the benefit of the doubt. Aguilar, quarterback, came out, balled. Did everything that, in my opinion, he could do. 371 yards, 4 touchdowns. He had one bad pick. The other one was a tip. But, yes, I thought he did his thing. Gunnar Stockton also surprised a lot of people with how well that he played. Giving him credit. I did not expect him to go 23 for 31, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, okay? But like we talked about, it all came down to a game-winning field goal for Tennessee. Kicker missed it, goes into overtime, makes the same exact fucking kick that he missed that would have won them the game, but it doesn't matter because Georgia scores a touchdown. And the Dogs win 44-40.
It doesn't matter. Like Tennessee needed a touchdown there. Georgia wasn't. After you get your ass saved like that, it doesn't matter what team you are. You could be the bottom ranked team in the entire college football. You get your ass saved like that, you have enough motivation that you're not going to get stopped and you're just going to steamroll overtime.
100%.
Yeah, Tennessee's bum-ass kicker. Hope he I don't know how well he slept that night. It must have been a really bad night.
I don't think he did.
Yeah.
The problem is the problem is they showed the stat on the screen where it was like has never attempted a game-winning field goal in his life, and also never attempted a 50 or whatever yard field. And
okay,
it
so
was
they
like,
jinxed it.
so it was like, so no, we were talking about it in the party. It was like, okay, so this is an instant situation of nobody really knows who the fuck this guy probably is on campus, and he's either going to be a hero overnight, and God, if he goes to the party tonight, it's going to be a great night, or he's going to be an instant villain and be hated and be despised. And I'm sad to say, because this kid's probably 20, 21 years old, it was the latter.
He looked like he was 12.
He looked like a young kid.
He looked like a minor.
Look. You got to take this away from it. If you're Tennessee, you came in against a top 10 team in the country, unranked.
That they should have beat.
I'm gonna be honest.
You put up a fight. Those are two decent. You can't say Georgia's not a good team. They're ranked 6 for a reason. Tennessee, as much as they should be ranked, but they're not.
I can say
you
Georgia
come in
surprised people, but I can say this Georgia team is the worst Georgia team I've seen in the last five years.
I won't argue that. You watch more than I do when it comes to college football. I'm just trying to give Tennessee some positives here. All right, they were at home. They lost in overtime against a top 10 country, team in the country.
Yeah.
Take the positive away from it. You can put up a fight against top-notch teams. It's just you got to work on the finishing.
Blows.
Yeah, Tyler said everything that he said last week, and I simply played this.
I'm fine in the West.
And we saw what happened. So, I'm just saying. Might have jinxed them. Whoops. Next game. I will say, I think this was, we talked about it on Campus Kickoff. This was me and Tyler's favorite play of the week just because it was certain. Miami came in. They played better than South Florida came in week 1, played better than they were supposed to. Came in week 2, took those expectations and exceeded those expectations by getting a ranked win, and they had nothing left. They were dead. And Miami and Carson Beck with their front 5 didn't make it a chance against the front 5 and the back 5. And honestly, Carson Beck had a field day with this USF defense. So it was an easy minus 17.5 cover. Luke, I'm sorry. I know you're the one guy who still took the plus 17.5 just for the faith and the belief, but they just didn't have anything left.
I mean, you got an interstate rivalry in this. Whether you want to look at it that way or not, that's what it is. And you know what? Like you said, Dylan, they were tired. They put everything on the line those first 2 weeks. Coach probably worked them into oblivion practicing for getting ready against number 5 Miami. And they ran dry, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't think they were ran dry. Them boys just
don't count out USF as well. What I will finish that with is,
no, I feel like we'll still make a lot of money with them the rest of the year. They're in the American Conference.
Not even that. Just keep an eye on them. They could be that fringe playoff team to make it still. Just they're a ranked team and lost to a top 5 opponent. That's not going to knock them down a whole lot. Maybe they're unranked this week.
See, now when you say things like that, now I have to pull up their schedule because did they play any? Actually, you know what? I don't know.
They got past the bulk of it. They're past the front end of the schedule.
Anybody else? They don't play anyone else. Their next
all they got to do is win.
The rest of the year is against an unranked Navy team. Then you got FAU, North Texas, UAB, Rice. So by strength of schedule, they might not get in off like that. So we'll see. We'll see. I know. You want to make a case so that if you can come back to this, you'll be right. Okay. Let's get to the next game. I did not play this game, but we did talk about it because I do believe there were some plays on it. We had Ole Miss with 41 points. We had Arkansas with 35 points, and Ole Miss got their get back, finally able to cover. I do think that this was definitely the best game from Trinidad. God, I just love that they put him in the game. I didn't like Austin Simmons, okay, their star quarterback. I didn't know who their backup was. I watched college football, but I'm not going to.
Ole Miss did not cover.
Wasn't it minus 3.5 points for Ole Miss, and they won 41-35?
It's on the screen. And plus, in the bets, it's 6.5.
You're right. It was, God, Lord. Take it off. Dylan's a fucking idiot. It's because I guess the line moved. So what I'm looking at on DraftKings is they have it set now at 3.5, but I'm guessing that it fucking moved. So
you're looking at it after the game happened, aren't
that's
you?
why I'm looking at it like an idiot, 100%. But they put in a guy named Trinidad Chambliss, and I immediately said, he's got a cool name. And then he threw for 350 yards with 8 incompletions. So, hey, shout out Ole Miss.
I'm sad. I'm sad our Kansas team couldn't pull it out. Just
Fuck 'em.
Fuck Ole
Yeah.
Miss.
Fuck them. All right, let's talk about a game we really care about.
Shit.
Florida and LSU. So
There's always this.
we talked about how Florida in week number 2 lost to USF because they were in a pretty big look-ahead spot game. They weren't thinking about USF. They were thinking about LSU. Well, you know what DJ Lagway was thinking about? LSU's defense. Because how many fingers do you have on your hand, Jake?
on one hand,
How many
5.
fingers do you have? And that's
5.
how many fucking interceptions DJ Lagway threw to LSU's defense, which is exactly why they had 0 chance in this game. 5 interceptions from DJ. He threw the ball 50 times, 70 incompletions, 5 picks. And Garrett Nussmeier, he was easily throwing 10, 15-yard slant. Boom, boom. Keyshawn Bell. Oh, run to Durham. Oh, consistent offense.
Did you say, hold on. Did you say he threw 7 incompletions with 5 picks?
No, 17.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, wow. Oh, that's a really, really bad ratio on that one.
No.
It was really boom or bust.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Okay.
thoughts on this game?
It was always LSU. Florida never had a chance.
But DJ Lagway is supposed to be the number 2 ranked quarterback in the
I don't give a shit.
So what the fuck is
You
this?
saw he wasn't based on the USF game a week before.
Just
So
one man who don't have a roster to the level of LSU. He wasn't about to win this game on his own.
If you look at the top 5 prospects that came out of high school, because somebody posted the other day on Twitter, it was number 1 Arch Manning 5-star, number 2 5-star DJ Lagway, number 3 5-star Garrett Nussmeier. Fuck 1 and 2. Number 3 is looking like number 1.
All I will say, it's crazy to say it was always LSU the whole way, and that Florida had no chance considering it was 10-13 going into half, and then there was only 1 touchdown scored in the third quarter, and that was it for the rest of that fucking game. Like, LSU's offense didn't look that much fucking better. They were better than Florida because Florida just fucked the dog and couldn't do anything in the second half, but
I would agree with you, Luke. I would agree with you more with what you're saying, because I do think that it was always, even when it was 20-10 going into the fourth quarter, they had 2 drives with 8 minutes to go where if they scored, it was a 3-point game and things turned around. And both drives they threw a pick.
How many times are we going to do this where we sit here and act like I'm talking about from the in the game perspective?
I don't know, but
It's always based on the pick. I made the pick. It was always the pick. I never doubted the pick.
Well, I am always on the case.
It was based on the picks for DJ Lagway, too.
So I will always argue if anyone argues against them. So that's where I hopped in. Sorry. All right, let's talk about your boys, Luke. The Texas A&M Aggies and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. The Irish needed.
it was always the Aggies.
The Irish needed this victory very bad.
You can feel that way. And that is
Yeah.
The Aggies came in off 9 straight wins and made it 10. Marcel Reed, 360 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Notre Dame came out and did their best. I do think that if I'm a Texas A&M fan, I am even more happy that we won on the end of the game, because if they would have lost that game on the kick return coming down the field and then it getting called back because of a holding or whatever, and then fucking they didn't score on the final drive, that shit would have been devastating. So I'm happy that they were able to take that and go, no, we're going to go back, drive down and score. And they got a 41-40 victory, and the Irish are 0-2.
Because Notre Dame's a bunch of bitches.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's what it looked like.
What's crazy is that Notre Dame's still ranked in the top.
Yeah, they're 24. And
Well, I mean, I would.
They don't play nobody else. They got no space to go.
They're exactly.
Yeah.
They're
They're an independent. They can play whoever the hell they feel like playing this year.
I mean,
so.
you make a case to keep them in the rankings or to knock them out because they did lose to 2 high-ranked opponents.
Yeah.
You'd think from a team who just went to the national championship, you expect more. But clearly this Notre Dame team is not what it was a year ago.
Yeah, and honestly, everyone's talking about what's going to happen. I've seen a lot of conversations about, so what's going to happen when Notre Dame wins out and then they're turning 2? Would they get in? Would they not? Hot take, I don't think they're going to win out. I think there is another sleeper team that's going to fuck them here, whether it's a Navy, a Boston College, a 24 currently ranked US, or 25 currently ranked USD, an NC State, an Arkansas. I think there's actually a lot of sleeper teams.
I mean,
that could
based
get
on
an upset win.
Based on these first 2 games alone, even if they did win out, I don't think they deserve a spot in it anyway.
They
So
wouldn't get the spot.
They wouldn't, yeah, but I've also seen The NCAA makes stupider decisions, so I can't say it wouldn't happen for sure. That's the problem.
Yeah, I
That's
can't say
the
for sure, but I have a strong feeling.
We would all have a strong case to make why they shouldn't be. That's the main thing. Last game, really quickly in college, Vanderbilt and South Carolina, Lenora Sellers fucking got hurt in the second quarter. We all hate to see it. And anyone who had South Carolina and the Cox, your play was fucked. Anyone who was like me and had the over, you were also just as fucked. And Vanderbilt came out with Diego Pavia and got another ranked win. These boys and the Vandy boys, who were fun to watch last year, came out and are just as fun this year. First time in program history, they've gotten ranked win in back-to-back seasons.
For them. Vanderbilt's one of those teams you have fun watching just because of the hype train surrounding them most part. They do it themselves, but watching them win, it's fun because they call their shot most of the time and then they do it.
Yeah. Go Vanderbilt. Sorry, I got really
The Vandy man
I'm
can.
so fucking sad Lenore's got hurt.
The Vandy man can.
Fuck Vanderbilt. I'm sad. Don't worry.
We get it. You like your cock.
October's coming, people. Get ready.
No, we need a little bit of Cocktember first so we can make sure we still got this.
I don't think this is the move. I don't think we should be calling it Cocktober.
No, we should just be getting
October,
excited for
Cocktember.
Cocktober. We're on the fringe.
Shit, one day they might be. I don't know how I do January. Y'all gonna have to let me come
We
back.
do Cockuary.
I'd leave it to Dylan to find a word.
We've never seen Cockuary, Jesse. We want to get to Cockuary.
Yep.
I
hope that doesn't happen so I don't have to hear that ever again.
Well,
I might just throw it out there for you.
Please don't.
Let's get to the NFL. All right. Week number 2 of the NFL. Everybody. Did we have fun?
Yeah, I think
Considering all I had to do was watch the Lions beat the piss out of them, yeah, I had a lot of fun watching the NFL.
Everybody had fun? All right, good. That's what I want to hear. Let's get to it. So, game number 1, as we always do, starting with Thursday Night Football. Sorry, I don't have it on the screen. We had the Green Bay Packers taking on the Washington Commanders. And Jesse, we'll start with you because I know you were one of the people who had Packers minus 3.5 after they smacked Washington.
Oh, it was before they smacked Washington, but
he meant the Lions.
Something about the way the Packers played us made me feel like this defense is for real. They could beat the Commanders by more than 3 points. And yeah, they put belt to ass. If I'm gonna be honest, the score looks better than it was. It was a lot of garbage time score.
Yeah.
This works perfectly. I have breaking news real quick.
Perfect. Go ahead.
The Washington Commanders are returning to Washington, D.C. City Council approves a $3.8 billion renovation of RFK Stadium for 2030.
Yeah. And you know what? They fucking need it. They need a $3.8 billion renovation with a B. And I'm glad that that's what it is. It's bad. It's fucking bad.
Oh, yeah. It's up there for it's probably one of the worst NFL stadiums.
No, that means that.
Fuck NFL. Sports stadiums. It's bad.
Sorry, I just had to say it. Just popped up on my phone. I had to say it.
No, I'm happy you said it because I also just got that alert, so I was probably going to do the exact same thing. But good. There's still only 2 stadiums in the world of sports that I think are just horrible stadiums in general. Fucking whatever. And that was the Oakland A's Coliseum, which is now is gone. And then this one. So if we're going to do something about it, good. I like that.
But regarding the game, I'm pretty sure I also took the minus 3.5 for the Packers.
No?
You sure?
Oh yeah, you're right. You did. You were the only.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you and Jesse rode with minus 3. Yes.
Yeah, I was probably feeling the same way Jesse was after beating the Packers, handing the Lions an L like that. Yeah, Green Bay's defense is for real. Even with Micah Parsons playing 7 snaps a game, they're
played
good.
9 this game.
Oh, okay, you got an upgrade. All right, my bad. Yeah, no, Green Bay does not look like a fun team to play with this year, and
do I look less crazy? Do I look less crazy now for taking them to win our division? At least a little bit.
A little less crazy, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
As of right now, I mean, even as the
that.
diehard Lions fan that I am, it pains me to say it, but we are behind Green Bay in my mind for a division right now. I mean,
yes, we are. Well, especially after what they did to us, which is why Thanksgiving will be such a big game. All right. Let's talk about, speaking of the Lions, boy, was this a big get-back game for the boys. Jake, we will start it off with you because you were in attendance. It was a Ben Johnson pucker your butthole up game because, boy, did the Lions come to collect 52 total points. Let me just read some stats. Jared Goff, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. Gibby, 94 yards and a tutty. Demo also got in the end zone, and St. Brown had 9 receptions, 115 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Go ahead, Jake.
I'm not gonna lie, going into the game, I still had that same kind of nervous feeling after the beating we got in Green Bay. And by the end of the first quarter, all of those nerves are away, and I was like, all right, we're still the same Lions that we've been the last couple of years. We're just as dominant offensively, as long as we're playing against an iffy defense.
We're capable of
yes.
the same.
That was also here, by the way. By the way.
So after watching everything they weren't dropping Hutchinson back into coverage as much. He was putting pressure on. The D-line was getting through the Bears O-line and making Caleb Williams scramble, which he, as much as he is mobile, he really doesn't know what to do with the ball when he's mobile.
That's how you say it? Mobile?
Yeah.
T-Mobile?
Yep.
He says mobile. That's a choice.
Jared Goff looked like he was one of the best quarterbacks in the league again. Amon-Ra St. Brown cemented himself again as I'm not a wide receiver you want to fuck around with.
You see that jump in the crowd with Goff? That was fucking hilarious.
We are 12-0 when Gibbs and Montgomery both score a touchdown. When they score, we don't lose. And that will stand as long as it keeps going, as far as I'm concerned.
And Tyler says, Davenport injured, LOL, we're good.
Yeah. At one point, the stadium was chanting, fuck Ben Johnson, and as much as I wanted to join, he was a big part of our team.
Oh, his heart!
I joined in on the booing when he walked out onto the field, but saying fuck Ben Johnson took it a little far in my eyes. Just like Goff said, he didn't need that. We beat him by 31. There was no need to be fucking ranting on him.
Yeah.
Look at it this way. Dan Campbell went 0-10-1 to start his season with the Lions. 0-10-1.
You dirty traitor.
Why are you trying to give Ben Johnson the benefit of the doubt?
Traitor.
Because
he is meat on
he has a young team with him who can be good at some point.
No, he's going to have to change quarterbacks. Hot take. Caleb Williams won't be the quarterback next year.
That's crazy. I don't think that'll happen.
I don't know where that came from, but I love it.
I don't think that'll happen.
Give me a Tyler Badgett.
I would love
Okay, all right. Somebody take him off the screen.
I don't know if you're serious.
Jesse's outrageous comments keep coming through.
I don't know if you're being...
Jake, it's only week 2. It's only week 2.
Yeah, and here's the crazy part. So there was a thing I saw where when Mitchell Trubisky was drafted by the Bears, he had a crappy start in his first 18 games. And then he won 8 in a row.
Yeah, but he was also a number 1 overall pick.
He was also a number 2 overall pick. Caleb Williams was 1.
Hold on.
Caleb Williams has gone 5-13 in his first 18 games. He has better stats than Trubisky did in his first 18. Just saying. Not saying it's going to repeat. I hope it doesn't, because God, I don't think the Bears are that good by any means.
Trubisky is ass. Trubisky is garbage.
Okay, and Caleb Williams is better in my eyes. So, of course, there's going to be some up climb here.
He should be. Trubisky doesn't deserve to be in
Tyler stands with you, Jesse. He's on your side. He thinks in a couple of weeks Williams will be benched at some point.
For Tyler Badgett, though?
I don't think it's gonna get that bad. I really don't. I'm with you, Jake.
No.
The wheels are gonna.
No.
I don't think they're gonna turn it around, but I think the wheels are gonna fall off that bad.
It's gonna be the Cam Ward. It's gonna be the Cam Ward style. We did draft this young quarterback, but we're back at the table.
Okay, here's the final question. Here's the final question. Then we got to move on to the next game. All right. This is like the decider. Jesse, do you have the Bears finishing in the last place in the division?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Jake?
I don't know. Based what I'm seeing off JJ right now, I don't think Minnesota's going to do much better.
Okay. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there.
Oh, Wentz.
All I'm saying is Caleb Williams can throw the left side of the field, but we'll talk about it.
It's true.
Bills, Jets. Jake was not allowed to take the money line. Sorry, Jake, but it doesn't really matter because you're 6.5 fucking hit easily anyway. Yeah. So 30-10 was the final. Some of us had Jets plus 6.5 because you see a week one like you see and you expect, oh, you're gonna get an offense that we're starting to think could be comfortable. Jesse was right along with me of this Jets offense might actually be decent this year. And then we come out week 2 and Justin Fields goes 3 for 11 with 27 yards. Tyrod Taylor finishes with 7 for 11 with 56 yards. And, 10 total offensive points.
Okay. Before he had gotten injured, it was the third quarter. He had only thrown 8 passes and had proceeded to only be in true sack trouble 10 times. Why are you not letting him try and throw the ball?
Big old quarterback condom. Thanks, Aaron Glenn.
Glenn, you went there. There was another job open. Or you could have just...
He don't care about offense. He's a defensive coach.
That's the problem. And if you look at...
He's a coach. Either way, he has to care about...
He's got coordinators throwing that half.
Tyrod Taylor throw the ball more than Fields did.
As soon as he came in.
He's like, Tyrod, you can just go ahead and start letting it go down the field. And what did they do, Jesse? They scored a touchdown.
They were like...
fucking crazy.
Yes, because he let Fields go absolutely crazy week 1. He was like, hey, I know you ran the ball really well, but we let you throw.
Oh, brother.
Now all of a sudden, game 2, he's not letting him work on Buffalo.
Do it. Do it.
We'd watch Murder Live.
Tyler's behind me. So.
No shit.
Jesse, I 100% agree that motherfucker's getting benched in a couple weeks.
Oh, I think he's not the starter next year.
No, I think he's going to get benched this year. Ben Johnson's going to lose his fucking mind. By the way, they don't even get along. No. Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson are not on the same page, and I don't know if they ever will be.
It's not like a Bo Nix.
Yeah, he went from Jared Goff to a quarterback who paints his nails based on how he feels that day.
Okay, first of all, Jared McCain paints his nails, and that's another story. But
another guy, I have no idea who he is. So
you don't know ball.
Classic Jake.
You don't know ball. It's okay.
Paints his nails. He don't deserve it.
Woo! Quit speaking the ignorance. You don't know the guy.
What were you guys doing? Gotcha. All right. See you, brother. Yeah. Quick little cameo from Tiger.
So yeah, disappointed in the Jets. Now Fields is concussed.
Yeah.
Red has to start next game.
Yeah, it hurts me in my fantasy league because I have Fields in a 2-quarterback league, and I'm not excited for that.
And it's
by any
right
means,
back to the Jets offense. Look.
Are you telling me you have 3 out of 4 injured quarterbacks in your 2 leagues?
Yeah.
Dad, you're the problem.
Hey, I picked up Danny Dimes, though. All right, look out, dog.
Not Indiana Jones.
Look out.
Speaking of Danny Dimes, let's talk about this Giants-Cowboys game. What the fuck did we watch? All right, so you ever seen a man play fuck it football before? It's an expression we love to use on this podcast. I think the king of it was Jameis Winston, and it's been gone for a little while. I don't think we've seen it for a little while. Boy, did Russell Wilson come in and say, let's play some fuck it football. And more specifically, did he basically go up to Malik Neighbors and say, we're going to play some fuck it football.
That was on the final drive.
You're going to start the second half of the game was just Malik running deep routes, deep posts, deep slant. Every route they were showing on an instant replay, Malik was running 15, 20 yards before he made his move.
That's where he's got to be.
And then
I'm going down for the low shit. Go long.
And Russell kept connecting, and every time you're seeing one of these deep balls, you're going, oh my God, this is a fucking Russell game. But then you forget, even though it might be a vintage 2012 Russell game, this is the Dallas Cowboys. This is the team that will put up 45 points and still fucking lose the game. So, of course, they're going to keep battling. Of course, Dak's going to take advantage of this defense that on paper looks good, but on the field has looked terrible, and I don't know what's going on with that.
Secondary.
I guess. And we go to overtime with a made game tying field goal and winning field goal by the same man, Brandon Aubrey. And there's a win for the Cowboys. What a game. Just a Steelers Jets week 1. No one would have predicted to be a shootout. Here's your no one would have predicted to be a shootout game of fucking week 2 with the Giants and Cowboys.
That's not true. If you check the tape, I said this was going to be the Steelers Jets game.
Oh, you did?
Of week 2.
Well, then I guess you're a genius.
And that's why we went over.
I also had the over in this game. I was happy.
It was going to be a banger. But seriously, though,
Yeah.
Russ went back to having Tyler Lockett and
Jermaine Pierce.
He started putting the thread on the needle when it came to it no longer was 50-50 balls the way he was throwing them. They were really like 70-30, 80-20s.
Yeah.
He was putting it right in bread baskets.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Until that throw in overtime.
A lot happened.
The last
well,
fucking ball, that wasn't even fucking.
I can give him some slack because it was, it was a short pass. Shouldn't have thrown a short pass. Should have thrown a deep.
Nah, he should have kept yoinking him.
Should have kept playing fucking football. Fucking football got you to where it is.
Oh, he bought.
And they were like,
That was a fucking neighbors is down there somewhere type
yeah,
throw.
they tried to be conservative in overtime.
Honestly, he put. Am I tripping or did he put he ended up underthrowing it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's because it was pocket time. I feel like if he had one more second, he was gunning it long.
Yeah, woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Hey, I'm just saying, he didn't try and do a short pass. He had to change. He thought he had more time.
Look, Dak threw the ball 50 times, had 360 yards. Russell threw the ball 41 times, threw 450 yards. It was a fucking shootout. All right.
Love these.
Did either team use their running back that game?
Yes, they did. Tracy actually started. Actually, you know what? What's funny is that this game started with a couple of good plays, but we got a little clip to show you because somebody didn't get the fucking memo.
Personal foul. Offense number 55, blow to the head. 15-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
Russell Wilson, 5 for his first 5 today. And a false start. The left tackle, James Hudson, just keeps on killing him.
Offense number 55. 5-yard penalty. Still third. Personal foul. Offense number 55.
No way.
15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
How can James Hudson stay in this game at this point?
He's not. They just took him out.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
Brett.
I'm literally standing here watching Brian Daboll.
Offense number 55.
He's standing next to
5-yard penalty.
4 penalties on the first drive of the game.
That interception overtime was not underthrown. It was honestly more so. It was in front of neighbors. Russ threw it at. He was standing on the own 20 when he threw that, and it was all the way to the 30-yard line on the other side of the field. And it was still well in front of neighbors.
Gotcha. But let's talk about this offensive lineman. So he starts the game with a 10-yard penalty, then does a blatant false start. Then after the play, a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty for jamming the guy's face in the dirt, turf, whatever you want to call it. And then another blatant, even worse false start for the 4th penalty after they took him out for a couple plays. That was his second play back.
Man's got in his own head. He got that one penalty, and then from that point forward, he was screwed the rest of that drive. I mean,
I've never seen that.
He got the penalty, got angry, took it out on the Cowboys. And then got another penalty, got angry, and then took it out on the Cowboys again. I mean,
I just imagine on the sideline, he's sitting there after his 3 penalties, and coach takes him out for a couple plays, and in his head, he's like, just don't jump, just don't fuck up, just go on one, just go on one. The final one, the worst fucking one, where he just goes on set. He heard set, fucking went. Oh, poor guy. All right, let's get to the next game. Rams, Titans. Yes. I had plus 5.5. Yes. Jacob money line. Yes. Jesse had plus 5.5. Yes, we're off.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I had the under.
Yeah, that was a better play.
That was one of my L's.
That was a better play, even though it didn't hit. I would have actually been happy if I was on the under because, god damn it. There was one throw from Cam Ward that was beautiful. It was across his body to the end zone, and outside of that, it was Rams dicking. Their defense, top of the league last year. Looks like it's still going to be top of the league this year, and Matthew Stafford has just been consistent as shit. 10 incompletions, 2 yards short of 300, 2 touchdown passes, and Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua. We're cooking with 200 total combined yards.
I'm getting a receipt for this. I remember you giving me shit when I said the Rams defense was playing good last year, and you said they were bad and terrible.
Yeah. I give you that.
Like that.
I'll give you that receipt. Last year, I'm not up on them. I thought it was just their defensive rookie of the year. But I'm a stats guy. I always will be. And if I go back, not fully last year, I can't say fully last year, but their last 10 games that they have played as a team, they have the best defense in the NFL.
I said their last 6.
Oh, then you said, now it's just 6 games. It's not just last year.
That was never the conversation. That's why I said I would get a receipt.
I gave you your credit, okay? Their defense the last 10 games is the best in the league. There's your fucking credit right there. You're welcome.
Yeah. But,
the Titans O-line still has
I thought the Titans would do a little better.
What? Their O-line is still as bad as it was week 1. It was the same against week 2 against a defensive line that just had their way with them, and it was not fun.
But do more defensive.
But even though this team is bad, and I mean like offensively, they shouldn't be good. They're still so much more fun to watch than Will Levis last year, and that I love.
They are because they still put up 19.
Yes.
So 19, right?
Will Levis would have got 7 points and 2 more picks on this stat.
No, Will Levis would have got 5 fucking tackles because he kept throwing picks.
So, honestly, even though they lost this game once again as a Titans fan, I'm not mad because they played better than I anticipated them to play. They didn't cover, which would have been fucking nice, but still. All right. Next game. Arizona, Carolina.
My God. For the people who, really care that much, you should have watched the game. We're simply going to not talk about what the spread was. Not going to really talk about this game, except for the final drive Carolina had.
Go ahead, Jesse.
You wanted them to make that play so bad. There was no way Bryce was doing anything with that 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 30, whatever the hell it was, and you just give it to him. You gift wrapped it and you said, try again. And he failed. He was given another opportunity and he failed. He could not come up. And it was so sad to watch because you clearly saw the favoritism where they wanted to get this man a shot and he couldn't secure it. And then, Arizona wins the game barely, just like they did against the Saints. So they played 2 shitty teams and they barely won both of them. And oh my Lord, it's looking gross.
The first half of this game, I was fucking very worried for Luke and everything that he said about the Carolina Panthers this year because I was like, we are now through 6 straight quarters of bad Bryce football, and I was fucking worried. And then we woke up in the 3rd quarter. We started just fuck the run game. Chuba Hubbard, we love you, my guy, but you're just gonna stop getting the ball, and we're gonna start throwing it. Over 30 passes in the second half to lead to 35 for 55 in the stat line, 328 yards, 3 touchdowns, which looks a lot better because that second half, he really came through for the boys. And like you said, I was, as someone who had the Cardinals and I knew they weren't going to cover, at that point, I'm like, let's just fucking have them win it. And it didn't.
Yeah, I had the over. I was chilling. I was like, play ball. And he didn't play ball.
Luke? No, you're muted.
Oh, yeah. Need more Trey Benson.
It was always the over. That's all I got to say. Both teams had a fun time.
Jake, I know you probably didn't watch this game, but do you have any thoughts?
I do. I think Carolina looked a lot better this week than they did last week. I did enjoy, seeing a closer game from them because I don't know. I got a soft spot for Carolina. I like Chuba Hubbard, and I'm not a big fan of Bryce Young, but I don't know. They got a young team that I like to think they can go somewhere at some point. And Arizona, I don't know. Sometimes I just think they don't know what's going on sometimes, but they figured it out. that started off kind of rough for both teams, and come second half is when it all started to kind of get electrifying. So hats off to the Cardinals for pulling it out. Panthers, way to put up a fight. Other than that, I really don't have much.
I have two more things to say. Sorry.
Go ahead.
First thing, Will Johnson was a great slide down for the Cardinals.
He's a dog.
He's been playing great. Dog.
Just needs to stay healthy.
He's my favorite Michigan player in the NFL. Look at that. That's a nice thing I said about Michigan.
Really?
It's the only nice thing I think I've ever heard you say about
He's
Michigan.
my favorite Michigan player in the NFL.
You like him more than Hutch?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's a little crazy, but okay.
Well, you know what? Maybe some of us play Madden, and he's really good on your franchise. So,
But the second thing is, I didn't know Bryce and Kyler were literally the exact same.
Oh yeah, they're both tiny.
what do you mean you didn't know that?
I thought Bryce was a little shorter.
They both love to throw the ball until they can't see over the defender, and then they run.
You thought Bryce was shorter?
I really did.
That's crazy.
I know. You think Kyler looks shorter, but Bryce looks. I feel like Kyler at least looks like he has some weight. Bryce looks so short and thin, and I'm shorter than both, so I can't really talk. But like, you hear me.
I guess it's a different perspective to it. Everybody looks small to me, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they do.
They do.
Yeah, because you're so goddamn big. All right.
Shut up.
All right. Next game we got to talk about.
This is what I've been waiting for.
I don't know, but if you hear the trumpets, it probably is. Cincinnati Bengals, Jacksonville Jaguars, Joe Burrow, serious case of turf toe, need surgery, out 3 months. Jake Browning, who they did win this game, even though he threw 3 interceptions, threw the game-winning touchdown on the drive. And essentially that is for Joe Burrow and what the Cincinnati Bengals season is now going to look like for the next 3 months.
No, it's not. No, the fuck.
We go to the Bengals fan.
No, the fuck.
Jesse,
In no way, shape, or form are we going to think that letting Jake Browning air it out that much is acceptable. You cannot.
It worked, did it not?
Fuck no. They gave him a phantom PI, and that's how that drive kept going. Travis Hunter did not do that.
I don't know.
He actually played solid defense on a star caliber wide receiver. It should not have gotten caught.
Jake Browning's looking like the GOAT. I don't know.
Because then, here's the thing. This game shouldn't have been that close. The fact Trevor Lawrence can get away with his actions is ridiculous. He has become the modern-day hospital ball thrower. BTJ is not catching the ball because every time he gets a pass, there's 2 people about to kill him. If it was old ball, BTJ is knocked out unconscious. He's not waking up. He is throwing the ball straight into coverage.
He's lucky you don't got players anymore like Sean Taylor because I agree. There would be a depth on the field.
Are you saying he plays? Are you saying he plays like I play Madden?
Yes. Hospital balls.
Fuck it, he's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
That's my problem with the Jags.
Okay, my question, I guess, is what do you think this means for Cincinnati, who, even though they just lost Burrow, is still a 2-0 team right now?
They're going to lose until he gets them back.
Hot take. You should have traded Trey Hendrickson
to the line
and built a better O-line because you are constantly getting your quarterback injured. And when you finally paid him, you still refuse to support him. If you're going to pay 2 wide receivers all that money, your quarterback better have time in the fucking pocket to get the ball to the money bags. do that. He has to be mobile every play.
That's not Cincinnati football, dude.
Cincinnati football is cheap, affordable, and worthless. We're trying to change the culture back. This isn't supposed to be the same that it's been. It's been poverty, Ocho Cinco, and okay, don't get me wrong. Palmer, hey, I walks with him. But the franchise has never done right by its players. And it has never built a team that could truly compete because it doesn't. It's ran by dickheads. I'm sorry. New ownership, new GM. Definitely fire Zach Taylor because I don't care that he started 2-0.
But Jesse, they just spent $3 million on parking lot renovations.
And guess what? I'm gonna have to pay for that when I go there, so I'm pissed.
Yeah, you just have to pay more money for parking.
Yeah, I just have to pay more money for tickets and parking. That's it. That's not what I want.
Whatever keeps the fans happy. Whatever keeps the fans happy.
Jake Browning is a phenomenal backup. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. When it comes to backups, he's top tier.
Well, that's not hard to do in a league where backups don't mean shit anymore.
Didn't you tell me? Jake, didn't you tell me a couple weeks ago that Jake Browning had the best completion percentage last year in the league?
Yeah,
no, that was like with the bare minimum pass attempts.
Yeah.
But still,
yeah.
So there is some.
I think he had to throw the ball at least 50 times. Yeah, technically, I don't think in the league. I think just in the Cincinnati franchise, he has the highest completion percentage among quarterbacks.
See you later, Carson Palmer. Move over, Red Rifle. There's a new king in town, and his name is Jake Browning.
I still think the Bengals, they will be in a similar situation as last year. Can they win these last 2 or 3 games, and will teams have to sit or choose to sit, and they get screwed? It'll be right in that frame again.
So essentially, 0 being you're done and you're out, and 10 being still have full confidence. Where would you say you are right now with the Burrow injury?
6.5.
Okay, with the Burrow injury, we're at 6.5.
Yep.
All right, do you guys want to hear Jake Browning's career completion percentage?
Go ahead. No one. We're on
69.8.
On how many attempts to?
It doesn't specify. Let's just hold on. Here we go. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
With 192 completions on 275 attempts.
There's only like 4 players in the league that get to throw the ball more than 35 times a game. And best believe Jake Browning shouldn't be one.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Like, I just want to be clear. I don't believe he's anything special. I watched him throw 3 interceptions against the Jacksonville Jaguars defense that's 29th in the league.
We don't need to bring that up.
I'm not too upset. But you know what?
You're gonna have to do some screens.
Maybe.
Run, check down. Check down, run, check down. Run, check down.
Maybe new year.
You forget the deep ball, 50-50 ball.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. All right, next game. This one we're going to be super fucking quick on. Browns, Ravens. Ravens covered -11.5. It was a fucking beatdown. Ravens needed a get-right game after their heartbreaker to the Bills, and they beat the shit out of the Browns. Anyone have anything?
Worst part about it is Browns have to keep playing Flacco because he's the best one.
Yep. It's a damn shame.
Dude, don't shit on Flacco, okay?
Well, we are. Next game.
He's a
Seahawks.
bit old. It might be time with a team like this.
So's Rodgers. Look at him.
Seahawks and Seattle. Sam Darnold and the Seahawks came out and scored 31 points against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Aaron Rodgers week 1 and Aaron Rodgers week 2 did not look like the same people because this was the Aaron Rodgers that we were seeing on the Jets last year. Threw the ball 18 for 33, 203 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. That was a pretty accurate stat line of what you would see a lot of games on the Jets. Maybe flip the picks and the touchdowns 2-1. But yeah, run first team. And then when he needed to throw the ball, he pretty much just picked one receiver that he liked. And it felt like even though that was DK Metcalf, he only ended up with 3 catches.
Yeah, not going to lie. Caleb Johnson really screwed them up.
Oh, and because I know Tyler is going to want to hear this, even though maybe he might not want to because he put him on his bench. But Kenneth Walker was running back 1 with 105 yards and a touchdown after getting fucked week 1. So
What do you mean by? Oh, you're saying
Week 1, he got like no carries. Yeah, it was Charbonnet.
I think if Pittsburgh spent as much time building their defense as they did their offense, it would be a different story. Which I'm sure you can say that about a lot of teams.
Which is crazy because in this offseason, they spent how much money on their defense with the defensive linemen? They spent how much money on their defense signing Jalen Ramsey? They spent a good amount of money on their
That's
defense.
what I'm saying. Like they went all out on defense, but they didn't bolster an offense in front of Rodgers. So maybe Pittsburgh just played a weak Jets team week 1 and it was a shootout like we saw. And week 2, they realized that, hey, our fucking offense is not very good outside
Rodgers has
of
enough.
Metcalf.
Yeah.
I think Rodgers has enough to not put up a score like he did this game.
We'll see.
Think you saw the difference in defensive skill level between two teams there against their offense, and it showed week 2. That's what I think.
I think the Seahawks were also in a bounce-back game that they needed from the 49ers, and that showed as well. Let's get to the 49ers. Taking on the Saints, no Brock Purdy, all Mac Jones, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions for the Big Mac. Juwan Jennings had 89 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, you like that? And the New Orleans Saints came out there with Spencer Rattler and had 200 yards, 3 touchdowns as well for Rattler, and Alvin Kamara, 99 yards. Hey, Saints actually looked a lot better this game, but still couldn't get the win.
And they really had a chance. They were on. This was just like the Carolina game almost. They could have won this game.
Yeah, they could have won both games, honestly.
And I'm not gonna lie. This was BS'd by the refs. Alvin Kamara did not get possession of a ball that was called a fumble at a very bad time when it came to momentum for the Saints, and they were clawing back.
I'm not gonna act like I know what you're talking about.
I watched the play.
Yeah.
It was pretty BS.
Okay.
It shouldn't have been called a fumble.
I think the one takeaway I can get from this game is Spencer Rattler can play quarterback.
Well, we knew we could play quarterback. We just knew we couldn't play it well.
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting at. I mean, obviously he played quarterback, but I mean, like, he actually looked like someone who could be under center for him. It's just a matter of how consistently he can keep doing that.
There it is. The latent potential is there. He's just been a little inconsistent, and that O-line is It's not that good. That O-line's bad. I said
that offense is pretty fucking buns outside of the.
I said what I said.
It's not good.
And
as a Titans fan, I can say you guys are just like us in terms of you have let me finish. You guys are just like us in terms of you have a promising defense and an underperforming offense. True or false?
To an extent, I
they're
agree.
I think they're performing exactly as they should.
Okay, well then, yeah.
The O-line is shit.
Underwhelming. That's the right word.
Yes.
Underwhelming offense. Sorry. There we go. All right. Let's move on to the next game. None of us played it except for Jake. And Jake, congratulations, you hit it. The Patriots and the Dolphins game, which turned into another shootout in the second half out of fucking nowhere. Drake made 230 yards, 2 touchdowns. And on the other side, Tua had 315 yards and 2 touchdowns. Here was the story of the game. Miami basically said, hey, this is one of the few teams we can win offensively. And they were doing that. They were airing the ball out, playing consistent Miami ball. Tyreek, 109 yards. Achane, 92 receiving yards. Waddle, 70 receiving yards and a touchdown. This is how they play. The problem is, like we said week 1, this is by far the worst defense in the league. They did not give up a single stop week 1. They gave up, was it 1 stop or 0 week 2? I think it was one.
They got 1.
Yeah, 1 stop week 2. This Miami defense might be the worst defense they've ever.
They won. Fins back up, baby. Woo! Tua's back. Tua's back.
Baby
He's
steps.
a dog.
Baby steps.
Who won?
He's saying Tua's back.
Oh, Tua's back. Yeah. When are you guys going to win again?
Fire McDonald's.
To be determined.
Yeah, your defense is the problem. I know that we're happy Tua's back, but that defense is horrible.
Not my defense.
The only reason I took Patriots plus 1.5 in this game was completely based on how Miami played week 1. Completely. There was no doubt in my mind that Miami was going to lose this game just for the sole fact that they looked like a fucking college team out there against an NFL team week 1. Daniel Jones ripped them apart, which is crazy. I love Daniel Jones. Don't get me wrong. I joined the hype train.
At least you admit it's crazy.
It don't
But
seem
it's crazy.
crazy right now. He ain't punted. But he ain't punted. That's back to back. And when he played Denver, let's not act like he played a soft
He
tissue.
played a good defense. We'll get to him at some point, I'm sure.
We're getting him next.
Yeah, so we'll get there in a minute. But I solely took the Patriots on this one based on how the Dolphins played week 1. So don't I'm not gonna act like I'm some hot shit or nothing. I took a gamble, especially considering that everybody else stayed away from it, which I wish I knew before I picked it.
Yeah.
If I would have known that everyone was staying away from it, like when you guys did the last pod, I would have been like, yeah, I guess I'll stay
Yeah,
away
but look at
from
that.
it
Now you have the extra pick, and you're in first place by 2% because you have an extra pick over me.
Yeah, we'll see how it holds next week.
So maybe that worked out. All right.
But Drake May or Caleb Williams?
If I had to pick one, Drake May.
Making sure we're all on the same page.
All right. Let's get to the Broncos-Colts game. Real quick, we'll talk about, like we just said, Daniel Jones, 23 for 34, 316 yards, back-to-back games, went down every drive, was not a drive that did not produce. But speaking of how Jesse did with the Panthers and Arizona game, I kind of want to press the fast-forward button and just go to the last drive of the game, obviously. You're in a situation where game-winning field goal attempt for a 60-yarder for the Colts. They miss it. 15-yard penalty for leverage, for pushing the offensive player down to use him to get over. And
No. Specifically pushing the center.
Specifically the center. Yeah, sorry. And that was a
what matters
15-yard automatic first down, which if you've watched football, you know what happens after you get the 15-yard missed field goal. The second one is almost perfect. So
they watched this play. They looked at this play. They reviewed this play and still failed to see that the right guard next to the center was on top of his own center and getting pushed by the Denver player. The Denver player did not make contact with the center. He made contact with the guard. Should never have been called. He blew it 15 yards to the right. You're determining games.
So
sit down.
I'm glad we're on the same page. I was worried I was going to be alone on this island. I thought it was
to feed off of Jesse on that one. Yeah, I mean, I hate penalty calls when it's clearly not there. And leverage is one of those penalties where it's like, are you kidding? It didn't make a single difference on how the kicker kicked it or how he missed it or he didn't get it made no difference.
Yes, correct.
So I don't understand why. I just don't. It's the same reason where they call pass interference on a guy where the ball's 10 yards over his head and he can't catch it.
Yeah.
And they still call PI.
Yeah, it's supposed to be if it's a catchable ball.
So I'm on the same page where the Colts
so we all agree
should have
that
lost
this
this
was
game.
shit.
It's supposed to be a Broncos dub.
But for my record's sake, I'll take it.
I mean, according to the rules, you can't touch the center. Can't touch the center.
But based on what Jesse's saying, he didn't touch the center. It was the right guard who was on top of his center because the right guard was being pushed down. So it wasn't on the center.
And the right guard went over the center. So he put himself in harm's way.
And it just comes back to even it doesn't regardless.
Well,
it's like it didn't affect the kick. Why does it fucking matter? Yeah. It doesn't. Because the kick was not affected. The kicker just blatantly missed it wide right. And then the refs are like, you know what?
Aubrey.
You know what? It's Danny Down. You know what? We're going to give him one more shot here.
Yeah. I agree. All right. Let's get to the Super Bowl rematch. The Philadelphia
I'm sick
Eagles
of seeing these two.
taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. We had them at 1.5, and I felt so confident. I said, give me Philly at -2.5 on an alternate spread. And bang, that bitch cashed too. 20-17 was the final because who dropped the ball?
The washed-up tight end who should never be compared to Gronkowski again.
He's too focused on a wedding right now.
The 31-year-old man who loves to stay in the media, and I thought it was so funny because he did an interview with his brother, or it was his podcast, and they did it with Rob Riggle and Kevin Hart. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. And Kevin Hart, the last thing he said to him before he left was, "Hey, Travis, what are you going to do when you hear me in your head in the last drive of the game just laughing?" Just that Kevin Hart laugh. And he dropped the touchdown that would have won them the game. And the first thing I thought of was, and now this motherfucker's got that laugh in his head.
I wish I could have seen Kevin Hart's reaction to it.
Man.
It hit his hands.
Both of them.
It hit hands straight to the defense.
Right.
And then he's like,
all together here.
What?
I want a single answer from everybody. What's the one rule for NFL receivers? If
it's your hands, it's a catchable ball.
You gotta catch it.
We learned that shit in Pee Wee, man.
I never even really played football, and I know that shit.
Come on. Learn that shit.
Yeah, if you're a receiver, too bad he's a tight end. Not to split hairs,
basically
but-
receivers nowadays. The tight ends aren't tight ends like they used to.
Oh,
The
shut
tight
the
ends are
fuck
receivers.
up, Luke. That's such a bad take.
He got 1,000 yards, 6 seasons in a row
Jesus
or something
Christ.
like that. We're not doing this.
Yeah, he sold the game.
Shut the fuck up about my fantasy tight end. He's a dog. You didn't need to catch that pass.
You have
You've done me
Kelsey
enough.
enough. What were you thinking?
Didn't he
Oh, well, he's
fumble
one of
in
the
the
few-
Super Bowl?
Hey, man. Wait,
Didn't
what?
he
He's
fumble
too
in
focused
the
on dating
Super
Taylor
Bowl?
Swift.
Yeah, he did.
No, I don't care. I didn't have him at the time he was in the Super Bowl.
Oh,
I
he's
got
on
him
my
now.
fantasy team.
Yeah.
Get out
Yeah.
of here.
One of the
He's
few
too focused
tight
on
ends
a
in the
wedding
league
with
that
Taylor
have
Swift right
back-to-back
now. He don't
double
care.
points, double-digit points. Yeah.
He can do anything he wants. And all he's thinking about is, yeah, I'm just Taylor Swift. It doesn't matter what I do.
Talk to me when your tight end is,
He's at the
double-digit
end
points
of the
back-to-back
game.
weeks in weeks 1 and 2.
So, besides Travis Kelce dropping the ball, Philadelphia's defense was one of the biggest things that held him down, because anytime your quarterback can go out there and finish with 101 passing yards, and it's not like he had more than 20 yards on the ground himself, and win a football game, their defense had to do something, right? So, credit to Philly's D.
Oh, is it Philly's D or is it Kansas City's problem with going, Kareem Hunt, you can't get any yards. Oh, Pacheco, you can't get any yards. We don't have a run game. Our tight end killed our receiver. Our other receiver got caught up and is suspended. And Hollywood Brown, who I brought here to be like a slot guy, can't catch the ball.
Yeah, because Hollywood Brown's not ready to get 11 targets a game. He's like, what the fuck?
Like, here's my biggest issue. This is what you need to do. Hope somebody from the Chiefs is listening to me. There's this running back who has a young guy behind him on the end of his deal, and he is so underused. Go buy him.
Who
Go
you talking
bring him.
about?
Go get Kenneth Walker, and I promise you, you will look disgusting when Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy are.
You know, I'm okay with them not getting Kenneth Walker, so
bet
they
you
stay
are.
dog shit.
I bet you are, but they are a team that
I
will
don't-
make the move to go over top, unlike the one we have here. So I bet you they do it because they don't have
It
a
is-
running back.
It is
They
wild.
do.
You're advocating for him, for
Yeah.
them to get better.
Yeah, for smart GMs. I'm advocating for a GM who's made moves when he felt
You
he
call
needed
yourself
to
a
get over the
Lions
hump.
fan.
We're unbiased fans, all right? And if we want to see
Yeah.
what Kansas
That
City
is-
do to make themselves
We're grown
better,
men.
guess what, Luke?
You can
That
call
is
yourself
so
an unbiased fan. Fuck the
That
Chiefs. Go Lions.
They're 0-2. So if we want to talk about what they can do to make themselves not 0-2, he can. He's allowed to. He can do that.
Nah,
We're
fuck the Chiefs.
unbiased fans, my ass.
Fuck the Chiefs.
Well,
I
I
hate
think we can talk
dynasties,
about
and
any
I'm
team
sick
out
of it.
here.
Fuck the Chiefs. You hear me? Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Keep sucking. Just keep sucking. Do it.
I bet you they'd be 1-1 if it wasn't for that Travis Kelce killing his receiver. You might have it
No,
out.
don't talk
You
about
might
it.
have
Your
it out.
girlfriend.
Nah. I know the Chiefs.
They
the
most
Chiefs
definitely would have won week 1 if they didn't kill their number 1 target outside of him.
You know, the
So,
Chiefs would have won this game if they had Marcus Davenport. You know, everyone should start taking.
Oh, yeah, no. If they had Davenport, dude, they'd be fine. They'd be good.
It'd be so fun.
I'm just talking about a friendly fire, okay?
All right, next game. Let's talk about how J.J. McCarthy can't throw to the left side of the field.
Bum.
That wasn't me. J.J. McCarthy came out 11 for 21, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 6 sacks. He did have 25 yards on the ground rushing, but really it was all about Michael Penix in Atlanta. Bijan Robinson was the main player in this game with 143 yards on 22 carries. Thank you for letting him run the ball, even though in the red zone you
Sorry.
only give it to Algier. That still hasn't changed, but he got majority of the carries and majority of the workload, and honestly was the main reason they won this football game. You got JJ sucking, you got Bijan cooking, and you got a 22-6 dub with them.
Now you keep saying Bijan. It's Bijan, just so you know.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. He's ignorance has to be, you can teach him. He just didn't know.
All right, Jesse, how do you think JJ McCarthy played?
Man, it's crazy. I backed these pieces. I backed these pieces of shit. I said, give me Vikings -3.5. The defense and JJ. It seems like he flipped the switch, might be able to figure something out because I thought the Bears had a solid defense. What I failed to understand was that Bears didn't have a good defense. Bears spared. Falcons, real defense, played well. JJ.
I don't know why you keep saying Bears. JJ plays for the Vikings.
He's saying when they played the Bears
defense last week, dumbass.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
Yeah, we all jumped down his throat.
He's ignorant. There was ignorance. You just got to teach him. But, damn, Vikings. Really, I know Tyler's hip. It's really suspicious how quick you ruled out JJ McCarthy for after this game. He happens to play a terrible game, does shitty, and you're like, we do got 2 international games coming up, don't we? Yeah, we might as well mark the guy for 2 to 4 weeks.
I thought this.
There's that, and he's walking around in a boot.
A boot.
I mean,
a boot.
And he was fine. He was fine when he left the game. He looked like he was all good, but all of a sudden he booted.
I'm hip.
Fluffy shoe.
All right, let's go to the only man in this pod that I'm pretty sure still believes that things will be okay for JJ.
Oh, he called him trash at the beginning of this segment.
Oh, well then, if Luke's off the JJ train,
I didn't call him trash.
That was you. That wasn't you.
I assume Luke's.
No,
that was me.
Oh.
Okay, so Luke.
I'm not gonna give him too much shit for his second NFL game.
Okay, so you think it's still beginning jitters?
Yeah, I mean, I was wild with my pick for the Vikings to win it, but I just didn't want to pick the Packers. Got mad they got Parsons, but at the same time, I mean, this is his technical rookie year, basically. So, no, there's not much to say. I mean, it was either going to go great or it's going to go like this, and there's going to be a lot of growing pains.
Say it, Jake.
JJ sucks. I mean, when you look at what Jesse sent in the group chat with us, we're talking about he can't throw to the left side of the field. When you become a one-dimensional quarterback where you can only throw to one side of the field, it's not going to work. It doesn't matter who you put over there. You have to be able to work the whole field. You have to be able to understand the defense and what they're doing and where your receivers are going and move them around accordingly. And he can't do that. He comes from a college where they run the football, and he barely passed it. So seeing him in an NFL position to where they're throwing the football in this organization. They have Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison at some point. TJ Hockenson at tight end. They have a receiving core. They have people to throw to. He just can't do it. That's not who he is. And yes, he's young. He's got a lot of learning to do. So maybe it can change at some point. But right now, it's not happening. You throw, 10 incompletions for 21 passes, and look at that fucking image. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 passes to the left side of the field on 21. You got to work the whole side. You can't just do one side of the field and expect things to work. So right now, yeah, I'm going to stand firm that he's not a good quarterback. And until he figures out and learns and adjusts to what the NFL does, you're not going to get the same college results that he had at Michigan. It's just not going to happen.
It's a foot
he still had more passing yards than fucking Michael Penix that game.
But here's my
No, I thought it was a great point.
You guys think Kevin O'Connell had you think he had an important play in who they were going to draft as their quarterback, right? Of the future kind of thing?
100%. I would hope so.
You'd hope so, right? So this man sat here and said, damn, even though people at the Combine saw that, he's kind of got an issue throwing the ball left, I would rather fix this issue and handle him than take Shedeur, Gabriel.
Well, Shedor's a bum.
And any quarterback that they would have chosen. So for them, I hope it works out. But at the same time,
I mean, for you to call Shedeur a bum when he hasn't played a real NFL game is crazy to me.
But you won't give up on JJ. Yeah, you're not that guy. Bias fan.
Don't get me wrong.
You know what Kevin O'Connell said when they were drafting?
I'm fine in the West.
Same thing Tennessee's kicker said when he went out to go kick that kick.
Oh, he wasn't fine.
Like I said,
Dylan is the only motherfucker that will throw shade on a football game that wasn't decided by a real football player. Kickers are not real football players. We do not decide football games.
All in all, are they just props?
You weren't here when we talked about it, so he needed to shoot a bullet.
That's exactly what it was. Tyler wasn't here, so I needed to say something to him. I'm sorry.
Like I said,
You just want to rattle me up when I don't need
like I said, JJ's young. He has a lot of work to do. But as
that
right
fucking
now, I
killer?
mean,
Okay,
Got a lot of fucking work to do.
We can move on from that JJ argument. I think we know where everyone stands on that. All right, we got two more games.
I'll leave it alone.
We got two more games to get through here. We got the Bucs taking on the Texans in a gritty, grimy game.
This was a fun one.
Yes, it was a fun one. The Texans came out and played a lot better football. Nick Chubb is getting a lot more involved, not just running the ball, but also receiving. Had their biggest reception of the night, which is crazy because they have Nico Collins on their team. Nico Collins did come out with 3 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown, so that was nice. But it all came down to leaving Baker Mayfield a 2-minute drill. And in that 2-minute drill, he drove down in the final 2 minutes of the game, scored the go-ahead touchdown with 6 seconds left on the clock, and the Bucs win 20-19.
All right. Aside from Baker being Baker,
hell yeah.
The true issue of this team is Texans can't run the ball. They can't run. When you go 19 carries, 84 yards, it sounds like it's good, but not when the other team gives you 169. And still, I believe, throws for more than you.
Is Dameon Pierce hurt?
Dameon Pierce is healthy, but he's not the.
So why the fuck is Woody Marks getting?
Because Woody Marks is a better prospect, and they drafted him this year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a huge mistake by Houston.
When I was watching Woody Marks get all these carries.
I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Calais Cansey get injured in this game too?
Yeah, after his sack, he hurt himself.
So he took away a major piece on Tampa Bay's D line, and you still can't run the ball.
And they lost their center during the game. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
I think them not playing Dameon Pierce is a big mistake.
I don't know. He's RB4 according to fucking.
No,
which is, if that's true, that's crazy.
Easy. That's crazy.
Nick Chubb doesn't have that step anymore. He had that one that made him look like he was nice, but I don't
Nick Chubb is your power back.
Without Houston, without Joe Mixon right now, they should be having Dameon Pierce as their 1, Chubb as their 2. You get Mixon back, then you have Pierce to 3. You run Mixon and Chubb back to back.
I mean, we can say
that's your 1-2 punch on the ground.
Forgot.
I mean, that could be true, but then if Dameon Pierce isn't performing,
they're not playing them
in practice or how they're like in the competition between the other running backs.
Yeah,
he's not just going to get gifted based on fucking.
We don't know what's happening.
What used to be.
That's true. I'm not going to disagree with you, but how do we know that's what's happening? I mean, clearly, if you're going to look at it,
our whole argument here is based on speculation.
Speculation, 100%.
It is, but you don't just become RB4 for no fucking reason.
On paper, Dameon Pierce is your number 2 running back. Why aren't you running him at?
He's not your number 2 running back. You went out and got Mixon with Pierce on your team. You went out and got Nick Chubb with Pierce on your team. You drafted Woody Marks with Pierce on your team. Pierce has underperformed every time you put him out there. You don't trust him. That's why he's the 4th running back. You don't watch Texan ball.
Actually, I'm looking at the Houston depth chart right now. He's not even RB4. It goes Nick Chubb, Woody Marks. I don't even know how to say that fucking last name. And then British Brooks.
So then kick him.
Pierce is on the line.
So David Pierce
has never been the guy. He's never been that guy.
Put him on a team that will use him. I know a team that'll use him. I'll give you a hint. It's the next team we're gonna fucking talk about. How about an RB2 for Genty? Oh, that would not be a bad idea. The Chargers and the Raiders. The Chargers came out and did exactly what I fucking told y'all they were going to do. They were going to revert right back to going to a run-first team, and they did. And they only threw the ball 27 times compared to the 46 week 1. What are you looking at me like that? 19 less passes.
They had Herbert slinging it.
They had 19 less passes.
Okay, are we not going to sit here and act like the plus 19 wasn't already ridiculous? That was ridiculous.
They were a pass-first team week 1, and I said they're not going to do that week 2, which means take the under, and the under hit. So what's the argument?
Harbaugh throwing the ball 21 more times than he ran, I feel like isn't run first. Is that fair to say?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different players ran the football 4 times or more. Quinn Johnson ran the ball twice for -2 yards. And then Amarian Hampton, Najee Harris, Herb. See, here's my thing about the Chargers, okay? I like them this year. I'm up on them. Why? Because even when Khalil Mack died, their defense still looked great.
Can I say one thing before we get too far away from it?
Go ahead, Brother Beans.
Damian Pierce was inactive against the Bucs. He was a healthy scratch.
Okay.
He's also listed currently as a healthy scratch for their next game, and there are trade rumors floating around about Pierce as well.
Yes, trade him.
So he's a healthy scratch, and they don't plan on playing him anytime soon.
He's also scratched week 1.
I was about to say I found him on the depth chart. He's listed under the 3rd kick returner. That's it.
Yeah. Just so it's clear, it doesn't either he beefed with the wrong coach or something, or he's just not good anymore. But
I don't think he's as bad as they say. So I'm gonna go.
Well, everyone else on the Texans disagrees with you. I'll tell you that much.
Like I said, I think he had the wrong beef somewhere, and if he gets a change of scenery, I bet you he does better than he's been doing in Houston.
Okay,
Houston has an O-line. So
but back to the Chargers Raiders. Here we go. I didn't think. Oh, sorry, I didn't expect to keep going. Oh, my bad.
You're gonna go.
Go ahead.
I think the Chargers are looking like one of the top teams in the league this year. Herbert has an early MVP case going for him based on how he's throwing the ball, and I like how Jim Harbaugh's rotating, the offense between throwing and rushing right now. Yeah, week 1 he was heavy pass and it worked. Week 2. It was a little heavier on the run, little good mix in between, but it's working, and that's the important part. You have a team that has depth. He's got depth, whether it's on the passing end or the running end, even on defense. Like Dylan said, Khalil Mack went out, their defense looked great. So they look like a top-notch contender. I'm not going to say Super Bowl contender, but they're one of those top playoff teams that could easily make a push for it.
I think they can definitely win their fucking division.
Oh, 100%.
100%. Yeah,
they're the only ones 2-0.
I agree.
I did not see that. That's the first time I've seen
Chargers time, baby.
You didn't see that?
Remember we talked about the shit out of him.
That's the Chargers to the rest of the division right now, man. Just kicking some ass.
Oh, that's relatable. I've been there. In the Mad
Chargers,
so.
Yeah. And the Raiders played bad. This might just be the Raiders.
I'm gonna say the Raiders, I think, might just be bad.
Yeah.
The fact that they won week 1, I think a lot of people had a lot of questions. And then we saw what Miami did to New England's defense, and then everyone just went, oh, their defense sucks. That's why they won. So
they're missing their number 1 corner.
No one's too up on the Raiders. All right.
Christian Gonzalez isn't playing. It changes everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Got it better than us!
Woo! Woo!
Oh, he did it, Stephen.
Rocky Top! You'll always be home me! Rocky Top! Rocky Top, Tennessee! History of this rivalry. They bring pressure. Stockton together. Long throw to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Humphreys! Drops back, delivers, wide open, and Zach Bridge converts like he's ever faced in his career. Long throw on the money. They're going to try to run for it, and they've got their right edge, and then quick throw, caught, Kitzelman, tight end, knocked out of drives it, it's fading, and he missed
random.
It was. All right, Thursday Night Football. Let's talk about it.
Well, Tom, we're only an hour and a half in.
You're a fucking cocksucker, buddy.
I love you, Tyler.
This is the only guy I've ever met in my whole life that'll tell me he's riding Tennessee with me and then cheer for the Bulldogs the entire fucking game.
Because I needed them
Entire
to
game.
hit. And guess what? My plus 3.5 still hit.
No, it didn't. They lost by fucking 4, you idiot.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I guess I didn't hit it.
Nope.
Yeah!
Yeah, Rocky Cock in a big spot. Who's surprised they
Damn it,
lost?
Dylan.
And that's a list of things Dylan fucked up today.
Who's surprised that they lost? Nobody! Dolphins, Bills. Let's talk about it.
This is our Thursday night game?
This is sadly our Thursday night game.
Oh, well, this is going to be one-sided.
I really wish it wasn't. Buffalo minus 12.5 points on DraftKings, over under 49.5 points. What a shitter.
Don't take the money line.
Who'd you take? Sorry.
I jokingly said money line because no, yeah, give me the Bills spread.
Bills minus 12.5.
I mean, this should be a no-brainer based on what we've. Shut up. This is a no-brainer based on what we've seen this year so far between both these teams. I mean, you look at the Dolphins defense and the Bills, they're the fucking Bills. So yeah, I would be utterly shocked if this is a close game. Utterly shocked. This should be a blatant blowout. Bills by 1 million.
Yeah, Bill spread.
I'm gonna take the over. I think Miami's defense is gonna let up a touchdown every time. It's gonna be 50.
That's also not a bad pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the over.
Yeah, give me Miami spread. Plus 12.5.
Ooh,
Wow.
Spicy.
God, this guy just always has to do it.
Yeah, because you know, every single game goes exactly how it's supposed to go in the NFL. There's never games that just go completely fucking array.
When you're talking about a Super Bowl contender and then a team who can't figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, and Bill's defense has proved to be the best in the fucking league.
I didn't say that. I just all right, we'll leave it alone. Someone else.
Finns have to cover 12.5. If soft ass Buffalo's defense
7.
Look, I honestly understand where Luke's coming from because their offense can go out there and score 20-some points, and
this is the NFL. You're drunk.
Bills. But the problem is Buffalo's going to score 40 to 50, so it's just how many will Miami score? You know what I mean?
Valid.
Yeah.
I need Jesse's weekly outrageous comment to come in right now.
Well, the problem is you're not going to get Jesse's pick until like 9:30 when he tells me either on PlayStation or text me. So we'll find out. Sorry, we don't know yet. I'm guessing he's going to take minus 12.5. If you want me to be honest, but
honestly, probably.
I can't speak for him. All right. I feel like I wanted to add something really quick before we got out of here in the world of sports, even though we're at 1:28. But I'm not going to do it because I can't remember. So we'll get the fuck out. All right. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. We appreciate you, and we will see you guys Saturday. But we'll also see you tomorrow for Campus Kickoff. Hell yeah. We'll see you there. Be there or be square. I'm McDilly. We'll Ride the Tide. And follow us on all the social medias at Ride the Tide 586 on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, on Twitter, on all the social medias. We fucking love you guys.
X is Twitter. Why do you got to do that?
I always say both of them because most people still just don't think of it as X.
Then they're not on X, are they?
I still call it Twitter.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just out of touch. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate you. We love you guys. We have never told you enough. We fucking love you guys. I'm McDilly. We'll Ride the Tide.